Yo, what is up, everybody? And welcome back, fellow vibe coders. So, I think it's important to run down how to build a website using AI. And I think it's important to kind of give away these secrets because they won't be secrets for long. And if they help you, then that's kind of my job anyway, right? Is to help people acclimate to the new AI trends. So basically, I go to Lovable, Replit, really anything like that. And um, let's see, here's Lovable, right? And then I'll put in a prompt of a website that I want to build. So I have like a smoke shop hub, inventory magic, on-site invoice pro, and a stellar connections API. So let's build one, shall we? I'll just show you kind of what it's like. Um, Build a landing page for my contracting business named Michael's Contractors. It should follow trends for Amazon's site, but instead of items, it should be services that we offer like flooring, painting, and handrail installations. Okay, so let's see what it does here. Basically, it'll spin up the preview and it's going to think. And normally, I would advise you do a much more detailed prompt than this. You want to say, um, make me a sign-in screen and, make sure that we're saving passwords as hashes and not in the code and stuff like that. But this says, I'll create a professional landing page for Michael's Contractors inspired by Amazon's clean, trustworthy design. This will feature a hero section, services grid, and professional styling with Amazon's signature blue-orange color palette. All right. So I'll wait for this to be done. Okay, great. It looks like it's done here. There we go. So it looks rather like a familiar site we're all used to. Handrail installation. It's got all these backlinks for us, business hours. It makes stuff up like info at michaelscontractors.com. Um, greater metropolitan area. But yeah, like you can now add the back end to all of this stuff. I would get rid of the reviews if you don't have any things like that. You need to format the phone number so it's not all bunched up. And like I said, you need to add actions to the quotes and stuff. So this is the basics, okay? And it adds like nice mouse hovering. It's pretty interactive and it has stock photos. It kind of gives you a look at what's possible for your basic prompt in very few steps. So in order to get this to cursor, all of this code that you see here on the right, you would basically just click this little cat, sync your project to GitHub. You would create a private repository that you can work from, and then you have to sign up your repository into Cursor. Okay, so you go to that file, right, where you have this new GitHub repository on your local machine, and you're able to adjust it using Cursor. So um, notice on this website we just made, it has this little Lovable symbol, and you have to get rid of that. There is a lot of customization that goes into creating these sites that Lovable doesn't really offer. Okay, so let's get out of that. And here's my cosmic insights page, right? This is on my local host. This is not online yet, but you can see I have this little Z. It's my own little icon. And right now I have it set to where if I set up my profile and it's showing that I've succeeded shutting up my profile, then tarot cards are locked. Okay, it says, please go to your paid plan. Cosmic images are locked. Cosmic chat is locked, right? So it says, here's what's awesome about it. Please go to the paid plan. And the paid plan buttons don't work. So let's get one working. That's kind of what I want to do with you guys today. So I have this tool here, and this basically helps push and pull on GitHub. Okay, if you don't know pushes and pulls on repositories and saving your effort and workflow, then leave a comment below and I will make a video about that. But I will be pulling this up just so you know what it is. So tarot cards, draw cards, maybe later, that's fine. This works, right? And then I need this button, explore paid plans, to do something. So let's see here. I'm going to go to my chat. And right now I'm using GPT-5 Fast, but you can also use GPT-5, Sonic, Stealth Mode, and you can also add your own models. How do you add models? I honestly don't know, but there's like Claude for Sonnet and other coding models and stuff like that. So right now I'm just using GPT-5 Fast. First of all, I want to find where this is in the code so that my search panel kind of knows what to look at. I can add context here, and if I don't add the context, it'll search. So I actually really shouldn't even look. Let's see what it changes when I say change this. So first of all, I'm going to take a little screenshot here. I just hit print screen. And now it's boom, I'm going to paste my screenshot in there, and now my image is in here. Okay, tarot cards, draw cards. So when I hit that button, this comes up, and I'm going to add this as well into my chat as context. All right. And now I'm going to speak a command, right? Let's do this. I need the button explore paid plans to lead to a page that is / paid plans. Make the page and offer tiers and payment options. Okay, it's just as simple as that, and we'll wait for this to think and finish. Paywall model in the workspace. Yeah, we don't have a, oh, here it is. Paywall model. Cosmic chat, cosmic images. So this is where the items, these actually live in the code, right? Cosmic images, you can see that here. Tarot cards, and we can see that here. If I say anything wrong, I'm just not in the space. Please forgive me. We'll learn it together. So it's going to create paid plans page with tiers and payment options, user interface. Add paid plans route to app routing and wire explore paid plans button in the paywall modal to navigate. So we have 110 new lines just like that. And this is seller connections, source components, paywall module. 110 lines, boom. Okay, so it's saying it added the page. Let's click on the buttons. Explore paid plans. Boom. So now, as you can see, my link says / paid plans. And I can change that later if I don't like how that looks or what it's denoting. So yeah, basically free, $0, continue. It's going to say, oops, not found. It already generated a 404 page for me, which is cool. And if I hit the $9 button, it's not going to do anything. And if I hit Go Pro, it's not going to do anything. So yearly, cancel anytime. These buttons don't do anything either. But this page, it took a large guess, right? But I can go in and I can add like save time, revisit, all this stuff. Hold on, let's see. Paid plans, TSX. So like Stellar, $9. Let's change this dollars, right, to $7 and click save. And as soon as I hit save, it's going to change that 9 to a 7, right? So I can go in here and I can change this stuff like what is added in the quotes, right? 20 messages a month. I can change that to 75 messages a month. So instead of 20, watch this, I'm going to hit save, 75, just like that. So this is how we basically vibe code, right? So I didn't have to write all of this, but I can kind of come in here and see what, this variable plans equals this object, right? And I can change this how I want. So Cosmic Pro, CTA, Go Pro, Cosmic Pro, I can change Pro to Professional, right? And then as soon as I hit save, Cosmic Professional pops up. Okay. So this could be everything is included. Unlimited chat, HD image requests, and all of that. So if it's not HD and it's just 720p, then I can just, boom, unlimited image request, save, and that changes, right? I can also go and I can tell my chat here. By the way, I'm going to say that I like what it did here, and I'm going to accept these changes. Now, accepting these changes does not do the full thing. All right. I've just created this page, paid plans. I'm going to open my fork, and it's actually going to have all of these changes that I've made in here. So paid plans, all this is new code. It's green, it's new, right? App TSX. It added paid plans as a page, and did all this extra work that I would normally have to go search in other files to update once I've made a page. So I'm going to stage this, which means I want all of these changes saved, and I'm going to name it something like added paid plans page. All right. And then I'm going to commit and push all of those. Boom. And now that's saved. And by saved, I mean I have all of this previous work I've done. So form upgrades. I just added paid plans page. So if I go to before all of like from Lovable, if I double click this and I check this out and I come back to my page, let's see, paid plans no longer exists. Let me go to the home page here. This is the first one. So it's like a unique code and a first name, and that's not what I had. Get reading doesn't bring up a model at all, and all of these kind of just they don't have any of the changes I had, including the fact that this little lovable symbol is there instead of my little Z. Okay, so basically I can go back to fork and I could revert this change. I could go back there, or I can go added paid plans page. And now you can see it saved all my information. Now there's email and password. Um, in the daily horoscope, it has actual form data that I've added, along with calendars and time and all this stuff, all these functions, all of these things that actually work. So anyway, this is a cool little way of visualizing your forks, and it's literally called fork. You're welcome for that. And that's it, really. So I've just created a change, and you keep going, right? So now when I go to explore paid plans, I have this page here, and back to home works. So I hope that makes sense to you guys, and it opens your eyes to what's really possible. I can go online, I can say I need a payment option, and I can sign up with Stripe. I can sign up with a few different things. I can add CAPTCHAs. I can do all of that just using this interface here. If you learned something, leave a comment, leave a like, and I'll see you guys next time. If you watched to the end of the video, I'm more than thankful. I am grateful. Until next time.